Hello, good day, everybody. I'm your host, Clip, the host of Colorado Sports. We're coming to you live right here in Leesburg, Virginia, Loudoun County area. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'll talk to you guys about the fact that the Rams had defeated the Seahawks 26-17. Russell Wilson's got a sprained finger, by the way, as well on that. A sprained little middle finger is what he has. I'll talk with you guys about the fact that 18 or 19 former NBA players have been arrested and charged yesterday on a $4 million healthcare fraud scheme. By the way, get you guys to that. Get you guys to the fact that Andy Murray lost his wedding ring. Get you guys to the fact that a bodybuilder named George Peterson has been deceased at a hotel room. Get you guys to the fact that Lance and Urban Meyer, by the way. What I had to say about it. The latest on Alex, what's his name? Ryan Vermillion, by the way, on that note. And tell you about that, even though DEA was raiding his house and the Endeavor Sports Performance Center, by the way. I'll tell you what that is. I'll give you the specific reason why they were doing that. Gets you guys in the fact that the mother of the woman, Meyer, that was seen dancing right around spoke out, by the way. Gets you guys to that for sure. And that is all. And also, LA is going to be a third city to the third city to pass sweeping COVID shot mandate. By the way, that's all the reason we have for that. Everybody on that note. More news to come. And also the fact that King of the Ring returns tonight on SmackDown, and also Queen's Crown Tournament debuts tonight as well, and on SmackDown and on Monday nights on Raw. So, all those you need to know in there, everybody. First things first, I'm going to start things off with the fact that the Rams took out the Seahawks 26-17 in that game. Russell Wilson, on the flip side, he's got a sprained finger, and that's not looking good for him. So, I mean, he hasn't missed a game at all. He's only played like 149 games. But needs to say that this is not going to look good. What are the chances I would have the Seahawks to play games with or without Russell Wilson? Well, I'll give him like a 14% chance on that note. So I think it's safe to say that I don't know what the Seahawks are going to do with without Russell Wilson in the next couple of games, but I think it's safe to say that they need to get together and try to find something, whether he's going to play or not. We never know, guys. Another thing against, by the way, that yesterday, 18 former NBA players have been charged on a $4 million healthcare fraud scheme, by the way. Now, the 18 former NBA players that were responsible for this, and one of them is the ringleader of all this, were Sebastian Telfair, Darius Miles, Tony Allen, along with his wife Desiree Allen, Milt Palacio, Antoine Wright, Ruben Patterson, Eddie Robinson, Gregory Smith, Big Baby Glen Davis, Ronald Glen Davis, Shannon Brown, Melvin Ely, Terrance Williams, Jamario Moon, Charles Watson Jr., Anthony Roten, Will Bynum, Christopher Douglas Roberts, Alan Anderson. They were all arrested and charged for the $4 million healthcare fraud scheme. The retired ball players, they submitted false and fraudulent claims to get medical and dental expenses. They didn't get reimbursed at all to defraud the NBA's health and benefit plan from 2017 to 2020. By the way, fraudulent claims reached to $4 million. By the way, defendants they end up getting $2.5 million fraudulent proceeds. Now, Terrance Williams was the ringleader behind all this. And he was accused of recruiting other former NBA players into the healthcare fraud scheme, receiving $230K in payments from other players in return, providing them with false invoices. Now, prosecutors, they seek all property, real or personal, constituents, and indirectly from fraudulent scheme, by the way, All face charges of conspiracy to commit health care, wire fraud, and aggravated identity fraud, by the way. Now, each defendant right here says they made false claims from 65 to 420K. Charges carries 20 years behind bars. Now, Terrance Williams, who's the ringleader behind this healthcare fraud scheme, he was charged with aggravated identity theft, and also he can get 2, and he can also get 2, and that carries to the 2 years behind bars on that note. So 18 former NBA players have been arrested and charged yesterday for the formula healthcare fraud scheme, by the way. And now they're convicted of these charges. They can get time behind bars. Now, this is something that happened in the NFL when Clint Portis, he was jailed for years, by the way. For 20 years, by the way. This is something the NFL did. This is something that Clint Portis and other former NFL players did, defrauding the NFL's health care plan, by the way. And the NBA says it's disheartening on that. And the NBA says it's disheartening, and the NFL says it's disheartening as well. This is something that Clint Portis did in the NFL. He's a retired former player who did get time behind bars for the NFL's healthcare fraud scheme, and had other NFL players take part in this. Now the NBA just ended up doing the same thing. We have Terrance Williams and other 17 ball players. Another 17 ball players end up doing the same thing. And it's going to tell you there's going to be repercussions for this. I can tell you about that. They need some medical insurances for like dental, and some of them went to like travel to like Taiwan. And I think Terrance Williams went to like Taiwan, by the way. So I think it's safe to say that if they're convicted of these charges, then they can get time behind bars on that note. So that is all there is you need to know on that, everybody. And there can be more details that could be servicing. And well, honestly, that's all there is you need to know, everybody, on that note. All right, so another news I want to get into, by the way, that a bodybuilder named George Peterson was deceased at 37. He was found dead in a hotel room before competing in a bodybuilding competition. Now, Peterson was in Orlando when he died. So, awful thoughts brings out to George Peterson's family members, all of his fans, all of his viewers, all his subscribers. Is horrific loss. It's very clear what he died of, by the way. So that's all there is you need to know in there, everybody. So this is real awful news there. Also, this, guys, latest on the Urban Meyer probe. Shelly Meyer, she broke her silence yesterday about her hubby, Urban Meyer. You know, his bar, about his bar night in Columbus, Ohio, at the Urban Meyer Pine House, where some woman was dancing right in front of him, by the way, without his consent. She says, we all make mistakes. We're all sinners. If you think you aren't, then cast the first stone. Urban Meyer hopes that his 37-year marriage, by the way, stays intact. If it doesn't, game over for him. So, and also to get you guys, now I want to tell you about the mother of the woman. Now the mother of the woman says right here that the mother of the woman in the Urban Meyer probe, by the way. Now Urban Meyer was seen dancing. No, I'm sorry, he wasn't dancing. He was singing on a bar, so he had some 24-year-old women dancing right in front of him. Now, at the Urban Meyer Pine House last Friday, now the mother of the woman that was dancing right in front of Urban Meyer, she said she was worried about her daughter's emotional status or her well-being. The 24-year-old woman danced near Meyer's lap after Meyer stayed back in the Ohio after the Jags lost to the Bengals. The woman says her daughter can't go anywhere at all. It's ruining her life and her legacy. It's what it's done. Worried about her emotional status. And the woman works at the New Horizon Media Grove. Media Grove marketing place. Now they're also going to be investigating the. Now it's going to be that company whether there may be investigation on this regarding the Urban Meyer probe, regarding the wherever it was in the workplace. So that is all there is for that. So the mother of the 24-year-old woman Now the 24-year-old woman was seen. You could see that was dancing right in front of Urban Meyer, and she may have did, and the woman, 24-year-old woman, may have danced in front of Urban Meyer without his consent. Now the question is, did Urban Meyer get permission to get this woman to dance right in front of him, or is it just random? That's the real question you guys ask yourselves, everybody, and that's something all you guys want to know. Did this woman get permission to Urban Meyer dance right in front of his lap? That's the only question you guys need to know, everybody, on that note. And honestly, that's all there's need to know, everybody, on that note. And there could be a lawsuit for Urban Meyer on that. Now the mother of the 24-year-old woman, the daughter of the 24-year-old woman, could in fact file a lawsuit against Urban Meyer, and that could happen. I don't know. Nor the fact that it's divorce. Now, nor the fact there could be a divorce leading up to that. So honestly, Shirley Meyer, she was aware now. Now she's like defending her hubby, Urban Meyer, who's under fire, by the way. We all know that for sure. But I think it's safe to say that Urban Meyer can be in trouble by that. He did apologize this past week twice, by the way. Apologized to his family members, apologized to the Jags, apologized to Trevor Lawrence and Jags teammates, apologized to the Jags fans, apologized to Shad Khan, apologized to the viewers, subscribers, everybody out there, the whole country. So that's all there is you need to know in there, everybody. And there could be more, that could be some. And it could be fired for that note, on that note. So that's all there is you need to know in there, everybody. Also, some other news I also want to get into, by the way, that the Rays defeated the Red Sox 5-0 in the Game 1 of the ALDS last night. So those of you knowing that. Also, this though, guys, that the DEA and Loudoun County Sheriff's Office, they're investigating into Ryan Vermillion of distribution of prescription drugs. Vermillion wouldn't necessarily be allowed to get out prescription drugs according to the federal law. Nor a physician would distribute, then send them to the unauthorized in practice. Now, this is a health and safety issue on that note. So this is all now. Now Ryan Vermillion was placed on leave, by the way, and he was. Now they're investigating into the distribution of prescription drugs that were sent there. So that's all there is to that. And the drugs weren't even named though. So that is all there is you need to know in that, everybody, on that. So that's what they're investigating for. And he could now Ryan Vermillion could be charged, by the way, from this. And that's all there is you need to know, everybody, on that note. Also, got some other news that I told you guys that King of the Ring tournament is coming back tonight, starting tonight on Friday Night SmackDown, and also the Queen's Crown tournament is also going to be debuting tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. It's also going to be continuing on Monday Night Raw. So that is all there is you need to know now, everybody, on that note right there. Also, some other news: Andy Murray had his wedding ring stolen. By the way, that he left it in left it on public with sweaty shoes. Murray sort of left his tennis shoes underneath his car overnight after a workout because kicks were sweaty and smelly. Murray forgot he tied his ring to the shoes, the laces of the shoes. Andy Murray requested fans to help get his ring back, but his wife, by the way, Kim, wasn't having that at all. Wasn't satisfied at all. So hopefully Andy Murray can get his ring back, and that's all there is to that. He says the ring was stolen, by the way, on that note. So that's all there is to know on that, buddy. So all I got to say on that, everybody, on that note right there. Also, some other news I want to get into, by the way, that LA is the third city to pass a sweeping COVID shot mandate that's going to be impacting the NBA, NHL teams. Anyone who gets the COVID shot, anyone at Staples Center need to be vaxxed up, by the way. 14 days past last dose of the COVID shot. So that's all there is you need to know on that, everybody. That's everything there's to it you need to know. Also, got some news that Alexander Barco agrees to an 8-year, $80 million offer with the Florida Panthers. So that's a big move right there. That's all there's you need to know on that, everybody. So that's pretty much the best news yet there. That's all there's you need to know on that. And yep, all you need to know. So I gotta say on that for once, everybody. So I'm telling that. Also got some news. The Rock, by the way, he is on a track. He's on Tech Nine's new album. A as a 9 with song Face Off, by the way. You can hear The Rock rapping, by the way, to that. So The Rock's a rap, by the way? Wow, that's pretty good news there. And Dwayne The Rock Johnson, by the way. So The Rock, he's rapping to the Face Off song. So that's amazing. So you can check out the song, guys. That's all he's doing that. Also, guys, some other news I want to get into, by the way. Wish our brothers out to The Miz, Bruno Mars, Sigourney Weaver, Matt Damon, Christina Loken, Molly Quinn, Bella Thorne, Nick Cannon, G. Herb, Barbara Palvin, Travis Pastrana, Cheryl Texera. You got Gavri Khan, Amy Betta Haynes, Audrey Diaz, and you got Bill Elliott, Garbine, Muguruza, Renee McGuanin, and Kai Lenny. Somebody birthday wishes, shout out, sweet tail. Please be sure you do so now, everybody. That is all there is you need to know. And Chevy Chase, Grayson Allen, Ken Parsons, Kisemia Solo, and Bubba Wallace. So somebody birthday wishes, shout out, sweet tail. Please be sure you do so on that. And there's everything you need to know for that, sure, everybody. That's all there is you need to know. So that's what you got there, everybody. Also, guys, Brooks Koepka versus Bryson Shambles. The match will be happening. The 5th match will be happening in November during Thanksgiving week. That's everything you need to know on that, everybody. So that's what you got there. And yep, that's all I got to say on that, everybody. So catch that during Thanksgiving week. You need to know on that, everybody. Relations, and also, guys, the Metroid Dread is out now, guys. Check out that game. That's all you need to know. So game's out now, guys. That's all you need to know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it right there for the Clue Level Sports Board. Please be sure to subscribe to the Clue Level Sports Board YouTube channel on Facebook page by any number necessary. Be sure you send me comments, tweet your thoughts, your response on the Rams defeating the Seahawks 26-17. Let me know about that. You think the Rams can do the contenders? Let me know about that. Sure, buddy. You listen to Russell Wilson having a sprained finger, by the way. And if you guys sprained middle finger, thoughts about that? Let me know in the comments. I'll address my sure, buddy. Your thoughts on The Rock on the Tech Nine's new album, A as in 9. With song Face Up, by the way. Thoughts about that? You think that Urban Meyer could be released, by the way, even though he was seen singing a bar stool at Urban Meyer's Pine House bar for a friend's birthday, and some 24-year-old woman was dancing right in front of him. The mother spoke out, by the way. You thoughts about that? Just my share, buddy. You think that Shilling Meyer's going to be granting a divorce from Urban Meyer, by the way, and Urban Meyer is still on fire, and he may get released, by the way. So it's all this for that. Your thoughts about the middle comes to just my share, buddy. And what are your thoughts with regards to the 18 and 19 former NBA players that were charged and arrested on a $4 million healthcare fraud scheme, by the way? Your thoughts about that? I'll just rest my shot for sure, buddy. That's all I can say on that. And what repercussions can be waiting, then let me know on the sure, buddy. That's all I can say on that. And what are your thoughts on Alexander Barco agreeing to an 8-year, $80 million offer with the Florida Panthers? Let me know when it comes to them. I'll just on sure, buddy. So, by the way, shout out to The Miz, Bruno Mars, Sigourney Weaver, Matt Damon, Christina Loken, Molly Quinn, Bella Thorne, Nick Cannon, G. Herb, Barbara Palvin, Travis Pastrana, Media Grove. I'm sorry, Chevy Chase, Grayson Allen, Karen Parsons, Ksenia Sola, Bubba Wallace, Bill Elliott, Audrey Diaz, Garbine, Muguruza, Renee McGuanin, and Kai Lenny. So somebody birthday wishes, shout out to people should just, and that's all that you can just doing that. That's all I can say on that, everybody. And I'll be back with my breaking news. Sometimes live with so much and a whole lot more than close. What's the next sports later, and this is gonna know all I gotta say, right? Don't forget, guys, that King of the Ring returns tonight on SmackDown. Also debuting will be Queen's Crown Tournament as well. That's all you need to know on that. That's gonna be continuing tonight on SmackDown, and also continuing on Monday Night Raw this coming Monday night. So that's all this for that, everybody. Also, guys, that Knockouts Knockdown is gonna be tomorrow night, guys. That's all you need to know on that. That's all there's you need to know. And also this, Alexander Hammerstone took out Jacob Fatu, by the way, last night's MLW Fightland, by the way, becoming the new MLW champ. And he's also the MLW National Open Champ and also a unified champ. So that's the best news you get there. That's all you need to know on that. I'm back for breaking news. Jump like with ladies and soon to a whole lot more the close sports, whatever sports related. It's gonna know. Take care, you guys. You guys have a good day. Please be safe. Bye bye.